I listened for a bit, and it's like, oh, they're talking about Concord. I'm going downstairs with my dogs. So that's what I did.
Right now at 6, residents across the state are still cleaning up after tornadoes and widespread wind damage overnight.
New details about what led to a triple homicide in La Crosse County and how authorities finally caught the suspects.
Plus, more warnings from Dane County health officials about the spread of the Delta variant and the need for you to mask up.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Strong storms caused damage across nearly all of Wisconsin overnight. Now, these are the severe weather reports over the last 24 hours.
At least 4 tornadoes have been confirmed in southern Wisconsin, an EF1 in Concord, and EF0 in Watertown, and an EF0 in Waukesha County. And just within the last hour, a 4th tornado rated EF1 was confirmed near Dousman.
Well, those storms also left behind widespread damage, including downed trees and power lines. Here is a look at just some of the damage in Concord, Ripon, Verona, Cross Plains. Luckily, there have been no reports of any injuries.
We will get a closer look at this damage in just a moment, but first, let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, things are a lot quieter in the forecast right now. We still have some heat and humidity, but even that is starting to break across our viewing area. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. The thunderstorms from last night well to our south, but we're seeing some smoke from wildfires out west, and an air quality advisory is in effect for Grant and Crawford counties for particulate matter from smoke that could cause people with breathing problems to have some issues. But nothing really occurring across Wisconsin right now. We've kind of settled down, but there is an outside threat for a strong to severe thunderstorm to pop up Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening as the next weather system rolls through. Right now, temperatures have dropped off to 80 in Madison. They're in the 70s to our north. Dew point temperatures are in the 60s, mid to upper 60s, but those will drop. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to 59 degrees with partly cloudy skies, and tomorrow look for a high of 77 with a noticeable drop in the humidity. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes mainly dry weather for next week.
Gary, thank you. Governor Evers has declared a state of emergency to help get resources to those impacted. He toured some of the storm damage in Concord today.
Right now we're in the assessment process. It's really important for us to get people on the ground here, take a look at the damage, start assessing it, seeing if the Wisconsin Disaster Fund can be of help, and of course possibly federal.
The governor's state of emergency allows state resources to get to communities like Concord that need support. It also allows the Wisconsin National Guard to be called to active duty to help with storm recovery.
National Weather Service crews didn't need to drive far to survey the storm damage today. They found plenty of it just 5 miles up the road from their headquarters in Jefferson County.
It also didn't take long for them to confirm what many suspected. A tornado did rip through the area, and that is where we find Brad Hamilton tonight. He is live in Concord. Good evening to you, Brad.
Well, good evening. Last night was a living nightmare. That's how the Zastrow family described the storm. Now, take a look at your screen right now. You can see what the tornado damage did to this family's front yard. Personal belongings have been scattered across the front yard. Several buildings were badly damaged. The family expects to have to pay thousands of dollars for repairs. Though they feel lucky to be alive, the shock has been overwhelming.
It's unbelievable. I never thought I'd see this in a million years. It's 100 in the barn was early 1800s, and like that, it's gone.
The National Weather Service assessed the damage in Concord today and did confirm that the area, including Pleasant View Farms, was impacted by the tornado. Now, we did see the Red Cross out here today as they try and get this family back on their feet. Reporting live in Concord, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
To the west of Madison, chainsaws buzzed all throughout the day as people in places such as Cross Plains got to work picking up. Anna Hansen went around town finding there are still reasons to smile despite the damage.
Cleanup efforts started early this morning in Cross Plains and will continue into this afternoon. Community members say they're just grateful for the support of their neighbors.
When the power went out,
pretty loud, a lot of wind,
strong storms, bringing a strong community together.
Everybody's trying hard. That's what you need.
The storms hammered Cross Plains after midnight. Storms causing power outages for more than 20,000 people across southern Wisconsin. And while it was tornadoes that did damage elsewhere, in Cross Plains, there was plenty of damage to go around.
Last night, during the storm, the tree fell down onto my truck. I talked to a few people, and Some people think it's straight line winds. Others think it's a little tornado.
With tree limbs and telephone poles down in various areas, the people of Cross Plains combined their efforts, neighbor helping neighbor.
I actually went to work this morning, and when I came back, the neighborhood, a couple of guys who don't even live here came along, and they were already cleaning up.
Steve Buss says he saw an outpouring of community support this morning.
Everybody's helping everybody. The one neighbor up here, him and his wife are up north on vacation. Theirs is all cleaned up.
People are seeing different degrees of damage in the village, but the strength of the community remains consistent.
You help them, they help you. It's just a great neighborhood right here.
In Cross Plains, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
Damage was also reported in other areas of Dane County, including Verona. Our crews captured video of downed trees and damage to homes. One apartment complex had damage to the roof. Verona police say multiple limbs and trees fell in the city, but there were no power outages. Public Works crews were out clearing debris throughout the day. Another area hit hard was Ripon, that area west of Fond du Lac. City officials say emergency response crews continued their effort to restore power and pick up trees. Kim Shine spoke to residents in Ripon about what they experienced last night.
Here in Ripon, officials say roughly 9,000 people were left in the dark after last night's storms, and as crews work to repair the grid, residents are trying to clean up. Bob Morrison is one of many in Ripon picking up after Mother Nature. He says severe storms overnight damaged part of his home, his greenhouse, fence, and some trees.
Sounded like a train came through here because it actually came this way. Right straight through.
A few blocks away, some properties along Douglas Street were hit hard. One couple lost 3 vehicles thanks to this fallen tree branch. Their neighbor, John, is still assessing his damage and says his family got lucky.
It's mostly down trees, a little bit to the camper, a little bit on the house.
This morning, we have noted significant damage to private property throughout our entire community.
Ripon officials say the damage is in almost every neighborhood, and right now their main priorities are clearing the roads and restoring power.
Obviously, people, if they, on their private property they have damage and they want to start assessing that and getting it taken care of, but if there's an active power line or a power line anyway, do not get close to it.
Ripon officials say that crews responded to 2 fires and a report of people trapped in a home because of a fallen tree, but thankfully, through it all, there were no injuries.
Well, look at this aerial video showing some of the damage in St. Croix County up near the Twin Cities. There were several reports of damage to homes there. Dozens of tree branches scattered in Eden Prairie Township. A large farm building also collapsed. No injuries have been reported in any of those communities. Now, we have a gallery of viewer photos at channel3000.com. If you have any pictures of storm damage you still want to share with us, send them our way. You can do so by sending them to tips@channel3000.com or simply share them on our Facebook page.
A lot of your phones may have gotten you out of bed last night with a text-like message or a blaring alert, but some people told us today they're concerned because their phones did not go off. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles checked into it, and she joins us now with some possible things to check on your phone to make sure you're getting those alerts. Naomi?
That's right. So there's a lot of types of alerts, like our own news notifications for starters, but I'm talking specifically about the wireless emergency alert system. Now, the FCC launched that almost a decade ago to warn people about dangerous weather, missing children, and even presidential messages. So if you were in a tornado warning area last night and did not get an alert, here's some things to check. First, make sure check your phone settings. Some cell carriers have it as an opt-in, so make sure you have those emergency alerts turned on. Secondly, if you were with someone who got an alert and you did not, check that your phone is WEA capable. Most newer phones are, but not all. Now, third, the system works through the geographical location of cell towers, not phones. That radio technology blasts an alert to everyone getting service from a tower in the area of a threat and has gotten very precise in the last few years. So check which tower you were getting service from. Finally, the National Weather Service told us reach out to them if you're still concerned.
Somebody was out there that didn't get the warning and they were impacted. They know they were within the tornado warning itself and something didn't work for them. They can reach out to our office and tell us what it was. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can get all sorts of warning information when it comes to getting severe thunderstorm warnings, getting tornado warnings.
The system will roll out enhanced emergency alerts for things like severe thunderstorms starting next month. Right now, these alerts are very targeted for specific types of severe weather. This is why it's so important to have multiple types of weather alerts, including from news and weather radios, available during severe weather.
If you don't already have our free weather app, now is a great reminder of why you should have it. Here's an easy way to get it. Just pull out your phone right now and point your camera at this QR code. It's going to bring you directly to the link to download our app.
2 suspects from Friday's triple homicide in La Crosse County have now been arrested.
Kamthaneth Ratanasek was arrested in Portage County last night while trying to run from a traffic stop. Nayatao was arrested in Wausau early this morning at a home. The sheriff's office named them as suspects earlier this week. 3 people were found dead at Milestone Quarry last week. At a press conference today, authorities say they believe murders took place over a $600 debt and that the victims and suspects were members of rival gangs. The sheriff says finding the 2 suspects was a statewide team effort by multiple law enforcement agencies. Cell phones, warrants, and criminal informants were also used to identify and find the suspects.
This is a very complex case that led to investigation in various parts of Wisconsin. Investigators worked tirelessly to bring resolution and arrest to this case.
The triple homicide was the first in the county in nearly 3 decades. Both suspects will appear in court tomorrow afternoon. Ahead at 6, we'll take a look at the latest vaccination numbers here in Wisconsin.
And why Dane County health officials say the rise in new cases should convince you to get your shot. Stay with us.
Enjoy the cool breeze with a new Larson Storm Door. With styles that will match your home and features like a screen-away retractable screen, Larson Storm Doors are all 11% off. Keep your doors secure with our selection of over 600 door locks. These locks are durable and come in a variety of designs and finishes to match your existing style. All Schlage door locks are 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Save hundreds on appliance packages during the summer savings sale at Grand Appliance. Get deals the big box can't beat, like this Frigidaire 4-piece package with self-cleaning range and counter depth refrigerator for just $22.38. Or this LG 4-piece package with air fry convection range and counter depth refrigerator for just $37.48. Shop in-store or online at grandappliance.com for these and more. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store. Or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
How has Apartments.com helped more renters get into new homes than any other site? By working tirelessly to design 3D virtual tours that are so realistic, it actually feels like you're there. But that's all thanks to Ted, a man who possesses an innate understanding of dimension. Ted?
Sorry, I was in the zone. Also, my name is Brian.
Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place. Oh.
We are headed in the wrong direction with COVID cases in Dane County and all across the state.
Over the past 24 hours, Wisconsin added 900 cases after weeks of those numbers being much lower. Adam Duxter joins us with how that increase could create challenges locally.
Well, despite being the most vaccinated county in the state and one of the most vaccinated counties in the nation, the Delta variant of COVID-19 is continuing to spread here in Dane County, with numbers still low compared to other parts of the country, but rising in the last 2 weeks. It's over that time the 7-day average has tripled to an average of about 35 new cases a day, and percent positive has doubled to 2.6%. And that has raised questions over whether PHMDC should mandate masks once again. And while the CDC guidance doesn't recommend it at this point, health officials say we need to do what we can.
And with how contagious Delta is, we need to do all we can right now to stop further spread. Again, taking these proactive steps gives our county and city the best chance of keeping our transmission levels low. So we've come this far by taking simple steps to protect ourselves and each other, but we can't stop now.
Hospital leaders say 99.5% of people in the hospital with COVID have not gotten the vaccine. And while you're unlikely to get sick if you have the vaccine, the concern from top medical professionals is the virus could mutate once more. Tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll hear from Dr. Jeff Potoff with UW Health, why he says the guidance has changed for vaccinated people in just 2 months' time.
All right, Adam, thank you. Well, that warning from public health comes despite high vaccination rates in Dane County. Over 67% of Dane County is considered fully vaccinated, with just 32% not vaccinated. Vaccination rates in Wisconsin as a whole continue to stall. Under 50% of the state has completed the vaccine series.
A Republican Wisconsin lawmaker plans to block the University of Wisconsin from instituting COVID testing, masking, or vaccinations on its campus without the green light from state leaders. Senator Steve Nass says he will be moving to make the university get approval from the legislature before enacting any virus-related restrictions. UW officials haven't commented on that proposal. Still ahead at 6, a major solar project takes its next step toward reality. That'll help both the city and the Madison School District meet their shared energy goals. And after a stormy night last night, getting a welcome break from the heat, Gary's back with his first warn forecast after this.
This is your last chance to score Black Friday deals in July at Ashley Home Store. Find doorbusters at Black Friday discounts of up to 60% off, plus no interest for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Must end Tuesday. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. Now remember, zip code and location are very important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard, curb appeal counts, and you're going to be compensated for your time. We're going to take those old windows out and install the new Eco Sky windows to give your home an energy upgrade. Beautiful windows, and if we don't have the color, we'll make it for you on the outside, and you'll love the ease of operation. We're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. You'll receive special savings, including free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no payments, and no interest financing. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Remember, zip code and location are important from Mad City. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Why did we give him the COVID-19 vaccine for kids 12 and up?
So I could see my friends again. For our family trip.
To keep them safe.
Visit vaccines.gov to find a COVID-19 vaccine near you or call 211 to learn more.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Black Friday and July mattress deals must end Tuesday at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off the best brands. Plus, pay as little as $20 a month for luxury mattresses. Through Tuesday only at Ashley Home Store.
Feels good to be home.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
MG&E breaks ground on a major solar project in Madison. Joined by city leaders and leaders from the Madison School District, the 8-megawatt solar array is known as the Hermsdorf Solar Fields. That project will provide locally generated solar energy to the city and the school district. It's expected to increase renewable energy use by 16% for the district, 20% for the city.
This is a significant contribution to meeting our 100% municipal operations goal for electricity. And we would not be able to meet that goal without that almost 20% of what we use.
The solar array consists of about 28,000 solar panels, covers about 53 acres of land that's north of the Dane County landfill. Construction will begin yet this summer, with the solar array actually generating electricity by the end of the year.
A much calmer night in the weather department. Gary's back with the forecast.
Thank goodness for that. The last couple of nights have been long ones, but right now, the next couple of days looking pretty nice. In fact, we're going to see cooler and less humid weather, which is just starting to arrive here in Madison right now that for tomorrow, with high temperatures in the upper 70s compared to the upper 80s and near 90-degree temperatures we've seen over the last few days. It'll warm back up on Saturday into the low 80s. The humidity level should still stay down. There'll be a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and early evening along a weak cold front that will come through. And behind that, will dry out again for much of next week with little in the way of rain chances through pretty much the following weekend. Severe weather reports yesterday. Again, several confirmed tornado reports in the eastern portions of our viewing area, but some of these other ones, especially out toward Middleton and Cross Plains, may have been a tornado. National Weather Service will continue to do storm surveys and look at the damage, but we keep saying this in a situation like last night where we were expecting strong straight line winds. It may not have been a tornado. It may have just been 80 or 90 mile per hour winds, and that's a possibility. And unfortunately, sometimes that will not trigger the alerts on your phone, or if you have your phone set not to get severe thunderstorm warnings like we had for much of Dane County outside of the northeastern portion of the county, you might not have gotten the alert as well. As we take a look at 24-hour precipitation, right through Dane County, only about a half inch of rain or even a little less in some spots thanks to the fast movement of the thunderstorms, but they kind of hung back to the west and dumped about 1 to 2 inches of rain through Crawford and Grant counties. There also were a few spots with heavier amounts where the heavier storms rolled on through, but right now you can see much of Wisconsin, in fact all of Wisconsin right now dry. The next thunderstorms are still off the map to the north, but on Saturday as a weak cold front drops through, there's a marginal risk for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm, gusty winds and hail the main threats, but that's a real iffy situation if storms even develop at all. Future track precipitation from these storms, you can see a couple of spots might get a half inch or more of rain as the storms roll on through, and then many areas nearby little or no rain. So this is not going to be a widespread thing like we saw last night. We could use the rain though. We're continuing in the moderate drought through much of southern Wisconsin. That hasn't changed, and the future track precipitation over the next 10 days shows a 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain. That's just going to make the drought worse. So unfortunately, we need to get some rain, but right now the weather pattern is shifting to the south and to the west. That's where all the activity is, and so we're not going to see much in the way of rain at least over the next week to 10 days. There also is an air quality advisory in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for Crawford and Grant counties of southwestern Wisconsin for particulate matter from wildfire smoke. Look for high tomorrow of 77, so we drop the humidity, we drop the heat a bit. On future track by tomorrow evening, maybe a chance for a shower or thunderstorm southwest of Madison later tomorrow night, and then on Saturday you can see that little line of showers and thunderstorms dropping southeastward along with the next cold front. Precipitation spotty where it occurs at all, and then after that pretty much dry weather for most of next week. We start out a little below normal temperature-wise, but get back above normal temperatures by the following weekend.
Well, it's official. Aaron Rodgers signs his new deal according to new reports. We have more on what the concessions are, and we check in with day 2 of training camp. Sports is next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you tired of hanging out a window or climbing a ladder, risking a fall to clean those old windows? Don't do it anymore. Give us a call here at Mad City Windows. You'll love the ease of operation and the energy savings. Call in now to be one of 30 homeowners to get special savings. You're going to be compensated for your time. Free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no payments and no interest financing. And if you call me now, a free $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate only from Mad City Windows.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
As traveling continues throughout the year, Meineke Car Care Center is continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. To give you peace of mind, receive a free brake inspection with any appointment. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
Looks like it's time to trade, because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think, only during trade month. Right now, get up to $2,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's trade month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
The math is pretty simple. During the final days of the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save up to $100 on Doctor's Choice mattresses. Any size, any model. Or check out the queen size Summit Firm. Easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Scientifically stabilize your sleep on a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Plus, 4 years no interest financing and free shipping right to your doorstep. But hurry, the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday, August 5th.
Hey, it's me, your skin. Some cleansers get us clean, but take my moisture. CeraVe cleansers help me maintain my moisture balance with hyaluronic acid plus 3 essential ceramides to help restore my natural barrier. So we're CeraVe clean. CeraVe hydrating cleanser.
Enhanced risk to see those strong storms.
When severe storms roll through southern Wisconsin overnight Wednesday.
You should be in a safe area immediately.
News 3 Now and First Warn Weather kept you informed with team coverage. Trust First Warn Weather, committed to keeping you safe and ahead of the storm.
It's official. Aaron Rodgers has put pen to paper. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Rodgers has signed his rework deal with the Packers. Now, Schefter also reports that the on-paper concessions in his new contract are the 2023 year is voided and that the team would not be able to pursue prorated portions of his signing bonus. Now, this deal comes after the first day of training camp where Rodgers candidly talked about his roller coaster offseason and what started the standoff, but making it known throughout this presser that he loves his team, the city, and his coaches. So some pretty exciting news for the first week of Packers camp. Now, as for day 2 of practice, there was a new but familiar face out there, Randall Cobb, the team making their trade with the Texans official last night. So Cobb is finally back in green and gold and more than excited to be back home.
I can breathe again. You know, I've seen the other side, and I'm excited to be back here, and I'm excited. I'm smiling. It's funny. My teammates say, "You act like you just got out of prison." I said, "Well, you know, I'm very, very, very excited to be here. You know, and that's nothing against Houston. Green Bay is like a Fortune 500 company. And the Texans are a new franchise. They're a startup that's figuring out their way.
College athletes have been able to monetize off their name, image, and likeness for almost a month now, and Badgers quarterback Graham Mertz is capitalizing once again, announcing on Twitter that he is linking up with Panini America. He's one of their first college athlete partners. Now, this memorabilia deal centers on college QBs. He joins University of Miami's Derek King and Ole Miss's Matt Corral. Now, tonight, a special one for the Suter family. The Mad Caps and the Bob Suter Memorial Foundation have teamed up to organize the inaugural Bob Suter Memorial Classic, and that's taking place right now. The game features former Badgers and pros with the goal of donating hockey equipment to local youth hockey organizations. Now, we'll have more on this game later tonight at 10.
Panini International for Graham Mertz. Is he making sandwiches? Or?
That's what I first thought too, but no, it's not. That's what my mind went right first went to sandwiches. So
this is a whole new world. All these kids making money, and see where it goes next.
Can I sell my likeness too for your weather coverage?
Not allowed, Gary. It's against company rules.
No, that's true. Well, right now, quiet across Wisconsin after a busy night last night, but there is the possibility for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Nothing like what we saw last night. Air quality advisory in effect for Crawford and Grant counties through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for wildfire smoke that could irritate people's lungs that have breathing problems. Temperatures really dropping off to our north. Notice Janesville right now still near 90, Madison at 80, and temperatures in the 70s up to the north. The dew points are dropping too. We should notice a break in the humidity.
Well, look forward to that, Gary. Thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.